For sure, Big Joe is back. Imagine calling the breakfast yam for poverty or for poor people. But do you think that the Joe will sign the contract? Because Clara and Benny are so much worried about him, and they are asking themselves if he will be able to maintain the job. Welcome to African Movie Reviews. We do reviews, and we are the series called Mr Marriage this time around. We all know that Big Joe told us that he got a job. So in the morning, as we were having breakfast, Big Joe came down and he greeted them all. And Ben was like, "Good morning, Dad." He's like, "Good morning, my daughter." And everyone saying, "Can you have?" But Teresa told him to come and have the breakfast. He said, "You are having yam." No, that's the food, the breakfast for the poor. For sure, Big Joe is Big Joe. And he's like, "What are we going to have here?" He said, "I will have something from the office. After signing the contract, I will have a good breakfast there." And her daughter was like, "Dad, are you sure you left us to eat yam? And for you are going to eat the best meal or the best breakfast there?" He said, "Yes, I have to eat well because Big Joe is back." But my question is, what kind of father is Big Joe? Do you think that Big Joe will be able to sign the contract? The way things are, do you think that Big Joe, Jonathan, will be able to maintain this job? Do you think that my question is also that, do you think that Big Joe, what he said, was really good to say in front of the people who are in front of her daughter? Like, really, you tell your daughter and your sister-in-law that for you are going to have the breakfast at the office. You cannot have this breakfast for the poor. Really? So when he went, Madam Teresa was like, "Okay, have a good day," and he went out of the house. And then, as long as things are, I wonder why Teresa is still in this house. Should we say that Teresa has a crush on Big Joe? Does she want to replace Clara? Because the way he is praising Jonathan, he's like, "I'm crushing on you," or he's like, "Let me take the step." So he said, "Oh, you see, I told you your dad is back." They were all happy because everyone's happiness was for him to get a job. But my worry is that Jonathan, his pride and ego might not let him keep the job. Welcome to my channel. As I say, please, I send greetings to you all people around the globe, people from Guyana, people from the Western Caribbean, people from Malawi. I send greetings to you all and I salute you all. Thanks for the support and thanks for joining in. And Jenny White Beauty, I send greetings to you. Abigail Betty watching from Jamaica, send greetings to you. Patricia Brown, send greetings to you. Thanks for the comment and thanks for the comment and thanks for watching, my dear viewers. So as for me, I'll say this time around, I'll go about Josie or about Jonathan's job. First of all, Jonathan has celebrated the job or has celebrated his victory, but my worry is that how can you celebrate and how can you confirm that you got a job before even signing the contract? That means that you are still on probability either to get a job or not. Now, if he gets a job, will he be able to maintain the job? Will his ego and pride go down so that he can become someone to change his life? And Teresa, we all understand that you care about this family. Do you think that it's the right thing to stay in this home when your sister is not there? The one you're fighting for is happy somewhere else, and for you, you are here. And Joe, how can you say that you cannot have yam? You're going to have the best meal in your office without thinking about what your daughter will think. You leave your daughter to eat anyhow. You spend money outside, but you cannot spend money in the house. Like really, this is the really not giving. As a father, you are also this time around again you have failed your daughter, because maybe yes, yam and eggs might be the meal or the breakfast for the weak, for the poor, but you remember that that's what they had in the house, and you know how the situation is. But anyways, we are happy for you that you got a job for you, for yourself, and this time around Benny and Kerala are still also worried. Benny is the news. Benny is the representative of Clara in the house. Everything what happens in the house, she has to come and tell her mother. And this time around, she came to tell her mother about her father's victory of getting a job and the salary, which was very good for him. And she seems like Benny is happy, because at least she thinks that something might happen, or they might change their lives. And the relationship between Benny and her mother is really giving. I don't know, the way this girl and her mother, the relationship is, to the bond is too much. But to my question, to my surprise, both of them, they're all worried about about Jonathan, because they know Jonathan's ways of Jonathan's behaviors. Now Benny came to her mother's restaurant. She came very happy, and her mother was happy. Her mother told her, "You are welcome, Benny. How are you? Haven't you given me a hug?" She gave her a hug. It means that this hug from a mother to a daughter, or from a daughter to her mother, means a lot to them. Now, Benny said, "I came to tell you that Dad got a job, and this time around he did not get just a job. He got a good job, a good paying job." And the father, Clara was like, "Really? That's good news. I'm happy for him. I just hope that he keeps this job properly, or he respects this job so that he can stay there." This is the same thing with Benny. Ben also said, "I hope so, because this job is good, and at least it can change our life." With this time, let me tell you, there are so many things will happen in life, and there are so many things we have to learn in life. If the people you stay with in your home cannot trust you at your being stable in a certain job, which means that you have failed your family and yourself. So this time around, if Joe fails to keep this job, it means that he will have failed his family, his daughter, and himself. Who will employ him again? Who will accept him again? Obviously no one. We just hope that this time around he does the best he could, so that he can keep this job. Remember, this is the same thing Ken told him, that Joe, you have gotten a job. Try and respect it. Try and respect the people, and make something for yourself and your family. But due to his ego and listening to bad advice, you might end up, he might end up again losing this job. Remember that the incident of Hanks and Deb and Benny happened, but Hanks did not fire him, but he got advice from his friend Emeka. At the end of the day, he left the job. The same thing they are planning for him. If he is wise, he will keep the job. But if he is very stupid, he will end up losing. Though there is even possibility that he might not get the job, because he has not yet signed the contract. Though we celebrated and we are happy for him for getting a job, but will he keep the job? Guys, tell me in the comment section, do you think that this time around Joe has learned his lessons, that he will keep the job? Because it's what everyone is worried about. He might get the job, but still he might not respect it. I love you guys. Let's meet in the new video. Thanks for joining this family, and I send greetings to you all. We are the serie called Moscow Marriage, showing at Mr ALOY TV. Go and watch the full episode at Mr ALOY TV and tell me what you think about it. May God bless you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.